Hi, so this time we have a pretty close game between 10Q and 11Q IGS. Let's have a look. The beginning is quite solid with two Hoshi star points on the right side for black, a Sansan and a Komoko on the left side by white. Now a high approach. Well, nowadays the low approach is more popular, but nothing wrong to play the high Kakari also. And in this case white played e16. This is a bit unusual. This is the kind of move to react against the low approach. So against the low Kakari, it's the most common defense to play e16, also Keima f16. But against the high approach, the most common move for white in this corner is to attach under and take the corner right away. This Joseki is considered better for white, or at least slightly better, because white gets like 15 points in the corner, and black, it's not so clear that he's going to build 15 points on the outside. 1 second here. Now if white wants to play on the same side in the top, instead of e16, Keima f16 is an option. And here black will attach in the corner, pull back, white makes I shape, and black extends for a base. And this Joseki ends the incentive for white. This used to be quite popular back in the day, and now white can play away. Well, any of these moves are big, like approach one of the corners or Sansan invasions. If white doesn't want to approach any of the corners, simply extending from the Sansan is an option too. So anyway, there must be some confusion here to play this e16. So e16 is the move against the low approach. Other moves that white can consider in this particular case would be the pincer on the left side at c13. Let's check a few variations here too. This is one of the most common Josekis, and a little bit more modern too. Old school Joseki would be something like this. And when black cuts like this, it's quite normal for white to tenuki, because black needs to play another move and capture in order to settle the left side. Well, this is an old school Joseki. Now another modern Joseki would be to play like this, and then black can go for the vital point. As you can see, the Josekis involving the pincer can be a little more complicated. Instead of simply playing the attach, pull back, hanging connection is an option here too, and then extend for a base. And now white can either defend the corner or attack one of black corners. Outside approach or inside approach, either way it's fine. So back to the actual game. Now when playing this Kosumi, black can either attach in the corner and pull back. Something like this can happen, but it feels quite okay for black. If white plays e18, the shape is a bit over concentrated in the top compared to having e16 at f16. But black can also push. This is a good move. So white played a one space jump. This is actually a fine move. The comment was about playing h17 here. Well, h17 it's a good extension too, but again black can attach in the corner, then pull back and extend on the left side. This time black can extend further because his position is much stronger. And when playing h17, black can also press down here and then extend. So it's fine to play the one space jump in fact, because the one space jump prepares the tiger mount next at f15. But once again, white should remember not to play e16 against the high approach. There were other options too. For example, the attach at e15, this is playable. Then go for outside influence with the hane and double hane. But this kind of move is pretty much situational. So for example, if white has something in the top right corner, this would work fine to set up a moe in the top. But nowadays it's rare to see moves like e15 and pullback. Because the tendency is to play more territorial. So the first choice for white should be the attach. Then pincers, low or high, that's an option too. Let's check a couple of Josekis here. This would actually be a fine Joseki for white, because white settles the top corner and also makes a base on the left side in the direction of c3, so it's good development. Black is just making a solid group on the left, but it feels a little bit over concentrated anyway. And white can also think about the far and high pincer, like d12. Let's check one Joseki here too. The most common pattern. This is the old-fashioned Joseki. Nowadays, black would try the push and cut. That's an AlphaGo inspired Joseki. So in this case, black takes the corner and white goes for a lot of outside influence. So black will play another move to reduce that thickness. This kind of approach in the top. So back to the original game. So jump, then black extends. Well, before extending, black should always attach in the corner and pull back, because Joseki means a fight for the corner in general, where both white and black should get a relatively even result. So black should try to grab the corner here. Now if white goes in the corner, black can extend, and c11 is good enough. And if white plays the I shape at e18, white it's already a bit over concentrated in the top, so it's a korigatachi, and again black can extend very nice on the left side. But black extended right away, and white plays away. It's a good decision to play tenuki. Luckily in the top left, white can play c16, then black will go down, and now white needs another move like f15. So in this case the corner it's very nice for white, and after playing f15, white can think of an invasion on the left side, something around d12. So black would either play another move like d12 or jump e13 to prevent the invasion. But if something like this happens, white can approach from the left side, so it will just force black in close that territory, and it's not that big after all. So this somehow would fix the mistake of e16. Anyway, tenuki is an option too. And black's response to the kakari in the top right corner, it's a little bit too wide. Normally just o17 or okema n17. Playing m17 allows the double approach. That's a good option. So here white was thinking to play from the top, like k17, but in this case black has time to protect his corner like this, and now it's difficult to invade the top right. So it would be slow to play k17. It looks nice for the top, but in the top white it's already strong enough. r14 is the weak stone now. So here white can just consider the sun-sun invasion. There are two options for black, either block like this, and that gives white a pretty nice corner. And then if black attacks at J17, white can still go in the corner. And if black plays in the corner, white can now extend K17. So in the top, those points are Miai. Jumping in at O17, it's a bit more aggressive, but it's an option too. So when sun-sun invasion, black can also block like this. And we revert to another basic Joseki. And black can go for a moe on the right side this way. But white is center, so nothing to complain. White got the territory in the top, and then can approach and limit that moe. So the invasion. This feels good. Fighting spirit. The Tsuke it's a bit questionable. I mean the P17 kick. Black should attach on top, either on one stone or the other stone, in order to come out and keep white separated. Let's say this happens. So in this case, white grabs the top right corner area while black connects to his M17, so the flow is much better. Also the other attach, it's a fine option. White can either Hane, attach and go in the corner, or jump in sun-sun right away. Now when playing sun-sun directly, black can choose to block either P17 and play away. It's also possible to block Q17, then play the key point at Q15. White will go down to protect against the cutting points. Then black can block again, or Tenuki. Or black can block on the right side. Then white will connect to the top. And now black either goes down or double up like this. Now if this happens, white will Hane and connect. Then play this probe once and extend to the side. So white grabs the corner, black has some outside thickness, but it's not so easy to use that wall. And white extends again. This is a fast way to develop on the right side. But playing the Kosumitsuke, it's not so great. So white simply comes out. Now black should actually attach in order to come out from the corner and separate white. But this will feel good for white too. So now black is already forced into a pretty bad shape. Empty triangle. This approach, it's a bit too close to white stick formation and too far from black stone. Normally if black wants to make a base in the top, he should extend only J17. Because this one allows the invasion, which actually happened in the game. That's a fine idea. Normally white should just surround the top right corner. It's always nice to have a triple approach or triple Kakari. So black here will even either double up or Hane, connect to expand his eye space, then go down. But now he hurts the top stones. So again, white will invade or cover. So this is nice compensation for white attacking the top weak stones. Well, the invasion is fine too. Black is trying to set up a connection somehow. Actually, what black can do is this kind of move, threatening to connect to the corner and then attach under. But the problem is the corner suffers even more now. So the corner might die. Playing like this makes white really thick in the middle. So in general it's not a very good tactic for black, especially that after Atari he needs to play one more move to prevent a co-fight. So it would be better to play the attach under and then go with Atari and connect up. But again, this feels good for white, because white can surround the top right corner. So now the sequence is forced. Atari, Atari, capture, and then black connects. And now white covers. Instead of playing this move, white again should consider the triple Kakari. Because now when black tries to leave in the corner, he will hurt the top stones. Instead of playing this Kosumi to damage the corner, black can push, capture the Ko, and then slide towards the top left corner, because in the top left there are also some cutting points. So this way black already lives in the top, and white doesn't have time to attack the corner yet. I mean the top right. So black has time to protect here too. Just double up in this case. The corner is fine. So black could manage to keep both his groups safe, but playing n18, this is painful for the top right. So now the top group is safe, but white can go for a counter attack. It's still better to surround everything. Now in this case, white should connect on the right side, because in the top anyway there is no potential ice space for black, and when black is coming out this way, Atari is not even needed, black is jumping in the direction of white thickness. So this is a comfortable way. I mean the flow is much better for white this way, because on the way out black is running on neutral points while white is building territory on the side. So this is better direction to play for sure. Playing like this, white is taking the top right corner, but black can go out this way. Honey under, black is still under a lot of pressure. That's a fine move. Well, white can also no-bid to get ahead in this case. If black pushes, white can jump on the wedge, Atari, and connect. So even if this happens, black is still under a lot of pressure here. And it's painful to make life like this. Only a few points. So Nobi, then black extracts his group, but still second line. Now on this peep, black shouldn't connect. It's better to Tenuki, give up the 3 stones. It's just losing the tail, not such a big problem. And then play away, for example here, and extend back like this. So like this, black develops on the bottom and the right side much faster. Connecting, the entire group is still under pressure. And now it's a good idea to attack the right side in order to get something in the center, but should try to put more pressure on black. Either this move or R12. When playing R12, black can push and then clamp, and this way black can connect under, but it's still fine, because white gets some thickness in center and then invades the corner. If white goes down, black can go down along and then connect under and escape to the side. So it feels there's more pressure by playing R11. Now here, if black cuts, white can fight, expand his liberties, and then kill the top right. There is no space for this group to make eyes on the side. So in this case, black has to go out with R12. If white covers, black will crawl. But again, this is very painful. Well, black can live like this, but it's only like 6 points. And being on the second line, It's too ugly. The line of defeat. And if white goes out like this, black will push again, then cover. White needs to jump. Blocking here, it's a bit dangerous. There are too many cutting points, so black can cut and fight right away. So instead of q11, r11 can press black more. Like this, black goes out too comfortable. But still, white can't complain. Instead of blocking here, which feels like a neutral point, and it's not so urgent because the corner can leave anyway, it's natural to play the Hane. This Hane is center, black should get ahead. If black doesn't answer this move and plays on the left side, or anywhere else, let's say here, white can go Atari and then jump S11. So this way the top right group is separated. Normally black has to capture the stone. Pushing and cut will be a disaster because white will capture the 3 stones, and if black just captures now, white can squeeze and then connect, so the top right group dies anyway. Or white can just connect. Connecting is good enough because then the push here becomes center. Black has to capture or extend, but extending is bad too because now it still works to squeeze. Well, that's just an endgame move or a sequence, but it's possible. So when Hane, black will get ahead, and now it's important to invade this corner, so black doesn't build so much on the right side. Then block, double Hane Joseki here, but this ends up Gote for black, and now I can play away, for example this extension. Anyway, in the middle, with this kind of influence, white can hope for some territory in the center. But playing this block, it's a little bit soft. Finally, black is attaching in the corner, but now it's no longer so interesting because already black has a stone at f18, so white is not going to build much in that area. At this stage, black should come in the center, either with this Nobi or play some big points. For example, put pressure on the Sansan, or attack and extend back. So now, okay, white jumps. That's a good idea because white is looking for the center. Blocking here is still okay. It will be center. And then white can jump with a Keima, threatening to enter the left side. This will be a bit more active. Black has to protect. Then the Hane and oops, that's a misclick. Extend the center like this. So this time white has a wall here and like this. So from the top wall, the influence is coming this direction. Anyway, one space jump, it's pretty good. It's in the right direction of play. So black defends, that's also proper. If black plays away now, white will go inside. And then black needs to protect his corner, but the outside, the middle side extension becomes thin. It's a target now. So double up, peep. This peep is not bad. So there was a comment here that instead of the peep, white should play the Tengen. Tengen is not going to build so much in this case. So it's more interesting to play the Hane, which is always center, and then this kind of peep and extend again with Keima. Because if black plays some moves around Tengen, white can counter from the outside and push that weak stone into the wall. Black has this strong wall here, so it's easy to fight for. White has the wall in the top, so you want to push black towards that wall. So actually this peep looks very good, but pushing from behind it's slack. Now the point is to jump out with a Keima to be one line ahead of d10. And from this schema, the follow-up is to surround the left side with another schema. But first, why should Hane here? This exchange is really important for the middle, and then another schema. So the idea would be to build a moyo in a box shape. When playing this schema, black would probably extend on the left side, and then white has time to protect here too. And anyway, for a move to enclose the middle, would be nice to play something like this. So this would be the border to look for. My drawing skills get better on this board, hopefully. So push from behind, and black jumps in. Well, black is going a little bit too deep here. The imaginary line to enclose this moyo, it's somewhere around here. So that would be the sector line, which means black should play a move on that line, somewhere in the middle. For example, k9. This is safer. If white just blocks, black can push and jump and then protect, and white doesn't build so much anymore. I mean, this area is pretty limited. It's something like 25 points on a rough count. But if black goes too deep and white plays from the outside and then black dies inside, let's say black is struggling to live and in the end just dies with everything, because white is very thick, so white can go for the kill, then this becomes so much bigger. It's almost double now. So that would be the right thing to do. Playing k13, it's over concentrated, so black already achieved his goal, and now black should come out. Jumping to the left is fine too, because actually black is looking to push and cut, but simply escape would be light. White gets ahead. That's a nice reaction. Instead of playing this move, black is still busy to jump in the middle and rescue his stones. I mean, that would be proper. Now, if white encloses the left side, black can still approach and extend back. So nothing to worry about. This kind of move leaves a little bit of agi around c8. Tuck, tuck, tuck. So let's see if black wants to cut and capture. There are some ladders involved in this variation. Atari first to expand the liberties, then Atari cut, and now white has a very nice Tetsuji, this kind of move, threatening to capture the two stones on the left. So black has to come out, white will push once, black has to save the 3 stones, and now white can ladder the other 2. So if this happens, it's a disaster, the ladder works. Therefore, black will probably try this move in order to connect under, but white will take, or just come out and save his group somehow. White it's on the run, black it's on the run here. So playing the O-Gema was a little bit too far. Normally just Gema here. So white has to remember to punish at c8. Now if black tries to link under, then it's going to lose lots of points on that side. A bit painful to play like that. Well, in the end black can leave, but still it's a small territory. So white protects from the inside again. White should think about moves to attack from the outside, because white is already strong in that area. So preparation first, attack the east to kill the west, and then counter. White should stop black's way out. Of course black will jump in this direction, but there's a peep, and then also jump out, and black is still heavy. Playing like this is too soft. Black can play an attach now and then jump out, and it's difficult to catch that group anymore. Now this is a pretty light formation, so we can say black manages Sabaki. Nobi, finally the Hane. That's a good move. But the second push is not necessarily Sente, so in this case should just cap. Oh, it was Sente, alright. But black would ignore actually. I mean, it's more urgent to come out with this group, and when Hane, just answer. Well, white will Atari and Atari. This can be a problem. So actually, the push is Sente, but dangerous for the middle group now. Okay, more preparation, but this kind of move it's an Ajikeshi if we think that white can use the attach. And pushing like this from behind, it's a bit slack. So right now, white should find ways to enclose the center group. Something like this. Black comes out, which is a good decision. Playing f6 doesn't really attack the middle group, and also is not going to build too much on the left side. Should think about a cap move. And then when black comes out, attach once, and then Hane on the left side. Even double Hane, it's an option here in order to break, because this can happen. Or start from the Hane, so cap first, then play one Hane, then another one, and now double Hane. So black needs to protect, white will connect, and black needs another move to stay safe. And then white can just push along and protect the bottom side. This is a pretty nice box to build. So just Keima. The Keima here, it's a bit slack because it doesn't put enough pressure on the middle group. Black didn't even care. But black doesn't need this move. It's good enough to jump here, and if white comes down, black can enter from the left side. If white blocks the left side, like this, black can continue on the bottom. And on the Hane, counter Hane. Connect, connect. So f3, it's a bit overplayish, because in this case white can play here first, and if black protects the middle, then pincer. If black extends for a base, then it's a bit more dangerous in the center. This cap is quite okay. Then separate black stones, that's a good idea. Could put pressure like this with a shoulder hit. And then when black comes down, f3 it's suffering. In this case, g3, just separate. Black will probably discard this stone in order to secure the middle and extend again to grab the bottom open area. This empty triangle feels bad. Should Hane and cut, because now black has to protect those cutting points, and it's not so easy. If black connects here, the center group is separated. If black plays some Atari and the ladder doesn't work, white can push through or Atari and go out. But white can also resist. So now it's tough for black again. How to save his stones. Sorry. Atari and squeeze. But this fight can be dangerous again. So cut where you can cut. Black allows the cut. This is pretty good for white actually. But it wants to play Atari and go down. Because on the cut, white can extend. And then black needs to leave under. Something like this. And again, the center group has some issues. How to protect. So push and push again. This looks a bit slack. Should play more aggressive in the center. But first attach here. Play one Atari. And then jump in the middle. Because even if black comes out, his center group is still not safe. White can surround everything. So I think white had a chance to damage the center more. This wedge doesn't do much. Locally, white can peep and then pull back and connect under. But this also doesn't do so much harm. Because white is also weak in the corner. Then black can just jump out. But the wedge just gives white a bad shape. Yeah, good idea to ignore and go for the center attack again. This is not really working. So white should play moves to reduce the eye space from the outside. Like this. And also keep his stones connected. Because there's some problem here. So let's see if black can make twice. Take Nobi, because the cut will lead to a co-fight. Atari and Atari and Atari. And all this time white has to take back at L7. So just extend. Where are the eye shapes? Yeah, this group will die. It's only one eye inside. So here white had a chance to turn around the game. Well, actually, white can just connect directly. But then black has this Tesuji and Atari and come out. So now it's hard to catch the group anymore. Where should simply go out. But fine, one eye only. This move is no need, just attach. Because maybe it's more interesting for black to play this kind of move, threatening to save the two stones and create some eye shape too. But in fact, white doesn't have to protect. Because now, if white plays here to prevent black's escape to the bottom, even if black captures one stone, this is a false eye. So it doesn't help. Instead of Atari, attach is better. Because if white plays a Hane, black can Nobi, and if white tries to set up a net, black can just Atari and capture the 4 stones. Or 2 stones. Enough to make the second eye. So Atari connect, Hane. Let's see if there's a better move here. Probably just jump. Because the ladders are broken. But of course black will try this kind of move, setting up a capture. White has to escape, and then black can go down. So again, it's hard to catch this group. But at least white can get some compensation. Going into the corner like that, while black is running out on neutral points to connect. So black goes out. white needs to protect first. And now black will escape. Just Kosumi and he's out. But well, there's still Agi to push and cut, so white can make a preparation move and then try to attack the bottom to compensate. But this was the most critical moment of the game. If white kills that group, it's game over. So now black luckily escape taking the 4 stones, and it looks like a hard game for white from here. Good block this time. Instead of San, white should think about P2 or Q2, the submarine approach. And then if black blocks, white goes up and extends for a base. It's safer this way. San can die here. Black is actually alive, so it's better to play O3. Because now when white tries to live in the corner, it's going to be tougher. Black is pretty strong on the outside, so white can get the L formation, but this is a dead shape. Okay, black goes for I shape on the bottom. This Hane is not important. The turn would be better. So if black connects, white can play away and try to live in the corner. Like this, it's a co-fight to survive in the corner. Hane doesn't do much. Black can push or leave the position as it is. Actually, there are I shapes here, so also turn it's an option. White has to Nobi and then 1 space jump. Now white has to come back and protect against the cuts, which is quite painful, and go T2, and black should play here. That's an easy win for black by lots of points. Connecting the ko is small too. So let's suppose black plays a move to prevent the ko fight in the corner and white takes the ko. This actually helps black, because when black defends, it's rich in I shape, and the ko it's only half a point. So filling here it's small, and also when filling the ko, white can turn in Sente and play this Kosumi and then play on the left side or leave in the lower right corner. So Hane, bump. Black was worried too much about this bottom group, which is actually alive. On this Hane it's natural to play the Hane too. And then when double Hane, cut once and connect. So when white goes back, black is Sente. And again, he should do something about this lower right corner. So white blocked, but it's much better to play a 1 space jump to activate the Agi in the corner, or try to live in the corner, either like this or Hane and hanging connection. This is small too. Normally against this kind of move, black should go under and connect. I mean, C18 it's okay as an endgame move, but it feels a little bit slow right now. White can Hane here, that's an annoying move. And then double Hane. This is an option. Or if black wants to leave, then white will expand the liberties. Then Nobi. And now white damage a lot of territory in the top area, because the group is alive. So that double Hane can be annoying. Okay. Now we still have a ko. Oh. Yeah, this is good. But so push. Black should go down here. Now white has a problem. Oh, in fact, white leaves unconditionally. That Atari helps. Let's see what happens if black captures a stone. Clamp or cut. White can leave. Alright, so white can leave unconditionally because of M3. That's very good. The hanging connection works too, but usually just connect solid because it's already alive. So this is the L group with 2 legs, one here, and it's impossible to be killed. So if black plays the Hane, white will just go T2, and if black plays Hane the other side, white will go the 2-2 point this time. So in the end, the group is going to leave with more points. So this is 5 points life. When playing the tiger mount or this T4 hanging connection for I shape, black can play T2, then go down. The group will still leave, but it's less points in the corner. So if this happens, white leaves with 4 points about. It's just 1 point difference between T4 and S4. Sensitive, but it can matter in a half-point game. That cut, it's a little bit too much. But okay, white is trying an attempt to live inside. Black should cut like this and damage more points. So actually here, let's see if there's a better option. Kusumi would be nice. This forces black to capture a stone. And then, okay, one Atari, it's in Sente, and then the Hane. And now black will go for the kill. And white already got some profit by killing the 2 stones. So, and a lot of surrounding territory here. This can put white back in the game. Because in the actual game, black won by 7.5. So damaging the left side would be probably enough. Oh, black doesn't need that move. Black can just play on the left side. If white goes Atari and he tries to live inside, it doesn't work. And already black has 2 eyes in the corner. So capture here should take right away. It's usually better because when black goes down h19, white doesn't need another move next. And when playing this move, white has the Hane at h19 and so on. This move is also no need. Black is already alive, so black should Hane here. Black is really conservative now, thinking his way ahead. Now it's better to play R12 first and then push and connect. This is no need. So if white plays the Hane and black cuts like this, white extends, Atari, push and block. So it's all fine in the middle. This is also no need, but maybe black wants to just play a move that's declaration of victory. Going down it's wrong. Should connect solid or play Hane and discard that stone. When going down, white can block in center. But if black connects solid, e2, and white plays away, later in the game, black can play c1 in center. But now that will never happen. And connecting like this is wrong too. Black should connect solid to prevent the co-threats. Like this, white has a co-threat and another one. 2 inside Ataris. This is not the best move. So either go down or Hane, connect in this case, and now descent. Everything is centered like this. So Hane and block and connect. That's fine. Well, Atari here, not such a big deal, but then why should block this way? Going up it's fine. This is also small. Black can threaten to capture these two stones, then play the sequence to gain some points here. Now Kosumi to damage the center. All these pushes in center. And now let's see. No more center moves, so capture this stone. This would be the right end game. Going down N19, it's 1 point in Gote. Well, this is a minus. Obviously, why should just no be? And here black should connect. Because anyway, he's keeping the points on the side, so that's an extra point. Like that's actually, it's extra 2 points. With potential to destroy 1 point in the middle. Kudatari. And now connect back. That's fine for now. But white needs T2 also. This is the proper move. Playing away, black can go Atari, then S2, then T3 or T2. And this leads to a Seki position. So white is losing all the points. And playing this one, yeah, white needs another move to keep the Seki. Otherwise, if white plays away, black can start a ko. And this ko can kill everything. Let's see, so black pushes, then he takes back. And now if white plays some ko threat, that's not so big. Let's say like Atari on 2 stones. Black will take again and kill the corner. So white had to play another move inside. This is a 1 point descent. Also, if black starts with Atari here, in order to leave, white needs to play the vital point. And then when taking the stone, white needs to play like this. And in the end, it's 2 points life. Painful too. So block 1 point. And these are the small endgame moves, like 1-2 points. Yeah, so black had to play inside. If white plays T2, black goes down, and white needs this move too, and it's a Seki again. Ah well, if white plays away, it's still Seki. But actually white has to play here right away, because if white plays away, black can turn, and then it's a dead group. No more Seki. And if white goes Atari, ko again. This way, black failed, because when black plays Hane, white makes an eye, and when black plays here, white makes an eye this way. So the vital point was S2. Seki like this, and Seki like this. But it seems black didn't need that move to, the Seki, to win the game. So in this game, if white plays better in the center, using his thickness, instead of playing moves to build a few points around the wall, then it should be fine. And also, white missed the opportunity early on when attacking the top right corner to put more pressure. I think that was the important moment. But all in all, lots of lessons to take away from this game, I guess. So enjoy the review.